Hey y'all, happy Monday. I think it's Monday. It's the 18th. I'm losing track of my days. Sorry about this hot mess. I keep telling myself like I'm going to get ready, put some makeup on and do my hair, but I also wanted to hop on and do an update about our Get Debt Free journey. I was like, they don't care. So, judge free zone. So thank you all for following my new Instagram page, Debt Free Fit Mom. I'm super excited to track everything here. I know when I started out on my fitness journey years ago, especially when I was training for fitness competitions and stuff, it just really helped me to put it out there because it's just great for accountability. Like anytime you have a goal, because if you slack off, people are like, well, what happened to you? You were motivating me. So it's just important for me to track everything because in the past, like we have done really well with paying off debt for a while. And then, like I was kind of the driving force behind it because I'm like a really big nerd with tracking things. And then we would slack off for like 6 months and then I would have to get back on. So I was like, I got to put some stuff out there in the universe so I track it. So in May is when I created my Instagram page and when I just officially started tracking everything. So in May, we paid off about $1,800 in May, we paid off on debt. We were on a spending plan. So if you've been following me, like I'm a natural spender. I feel like if I can do this, anybody can do this because I love to, buy stuff for myself. Like I'm not like super expensive shopper, but I love going to Target, TJ Maxx, all that fun stuff. I do not have a problem spoiling myself. So I have to be on a spending plan. Like the word budget makes me feel restricted. So last month we were really successful with paying cash for stuff. I really loved it because I don't have to really balance a checkbook then. And if you're like worried, like, oh, I don't want to carry around a lot of cash, like we don't. We just carry around like what we need. So if we were going to the grocery store, we would take cash. And we pretty much know what we spend weekly, which we're trying to get better about because, we eat healthy, we eat clean, we eat every 3 hours, 5 meals a day. So that's a lot more food than someone that eats 3 meals a day. So, so we've been like very mindful when we're going to the grocery store and we make a list and we don't buy like all the extra snacky foods like chips and cereals and all the stuff that a lot of people buy. So we've been more mindful when we go to the grocery store. But so far in June, so today is Monday, June 18th. Over the last 2 weeks, we've paid off $862. It's just been really helping me to track everything. That way I don't spend it. So like stuff that I've been doing and stuff that I did in May that really helped out. I have a huge closet, y'all. Like we have a bedroom in our house. That's my closet. So I just went through my closet and I was like, what have I not used in a year that's not providing value in my life? And I started like listing stuff on Poshmark. Some people like eBay. There are different sites or apps or whatever. I've been using Poshmark. So I started listing things out there and I had some nice stuff. I mean, I had some Tory Burch shoes. I had like a Michael Kors bag. I have some nice things. I like nice things. So these were just things that were just in really good shape. That I hadn't used in a while that I thought, okay, somebody else is going to love this. I'm just going to sell it. And so I was able to sell quite a bit last month. This month I need to refocus on that. We're actually talking about having a garage sale this weekend, which I don't think we've ever done. My family used to be into garage sales and stuff back home, but I don't think Kent and I have ever had a garage sale. And I'll tell you something that was kind of an eye-opener for us is the last time we moved, we've been in this house for about a year now, but when we moved, we packed up like a bag each of just our basics, like our toiletries, clothes we needed for, a week or so. And what we found is that we were just living out of those bags, like using just that stuff. And so we had gone out in our garage and we were like, what is all this crap? Like, what are all these boxes? We don't even know what this stuff is. And we're clearly functioning just fine on the stuff we have in our bathroom or our bedroom or whatever. And so I don't know if you've heard of, I know a lot of bloggers do like a capsule wardrobe. They just have like a few pieces that they, function off of, a few pair of shoes, whatever. And so a friend of mine blogged about it, and it just got me thinking, like, that really does work. We've done it. So Kent and I are really motivated right now and really inspired to declutter our house more. We have a lot of stuff in our garage that we're not using. Some of the crates and stuff that I'm holding on to right now have baby clothes in them, just in case we have another little one. Once we, here in the next few years, like once we figure that out, and, if we are not having one, or if we do have another little one and then we're done with those clothes, I can obviously get rid of a lot of stuff. But I have some crates out there that are very organized by the clothing, or like the age and size and everything for a little one. But there's some other stuff out there like home decor, just random baby stuff that we never use, that we wouldn't even use if we had another little one. So hopefully y'all can relate. Like, hopefully the things that I'm saying, you're thinking, wow, like I have this piece of furniture that I really need to get rid of. Like, have a garage sale. I have this big oversized chair in my room, or my living room, and it's awesome, and I've had it reupholstered and it's in great shape, but it just takes up a lot of space. And if you haven't followed me the last year, we had a really, really big house. We were not living in half of it. I don't know what inspired us to buy that house. It was just so big. I guess we thought, oh, we deserve it. That whole like bigger is better thing. And we did that. And what we saw was like we weren't living in half of it. And so we downsized last year. We were going through the Dave Ramsey class. We were like, we have too much house. We have too much stuff. Our minds are cluttered. Our life is cluttered. How can we get rid of this stuff? And so I had that big oversized chair and some other furniture. And now I'm kind of like, well, I don't need all this. So those are some things that we're going to look at selling. Just, things in our lives that we haven't used in a really long time that somebody else might find value in and use all the time. So that's really what I wanted to hop on and share, just a little update. I'm going to try to save this video and post it to my blog in case someone needs that motivation. You need to get re-inspired or refocused on your financial goals. I will share with y'all, though, I am writing a book. I don't know if it's going to be an ebook or, another like paperback like I did with my fitness journey on Amazon. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm kind of inspired just to put it out there for free for people. But I'm writing a book of just things that have not worked for me, what has worked for us on this journey. And obviously we're not where we want to be yet, but I just want to provide people with as much information and encouragement as I can, that you don't have to live like, I don't know, like I feel like society tells us. Like, when we were downsizing in our house and when we went in the bank, it was funny, we used the same loan officer to buy the big house, and here we were coming in like a year and a half later, wanting to downsize. And she was just like, oh my gosh, like I'm so impressed. Most people come in here and they want to see the max amount of house that they're approved for based on their credit and based on their income and their debt to income ratio. And she was like, I'm so impressed that y'all are like going against the grain, like doing something different. And it's just, I want to just put it out there, like send those vibes out there that you don't have to live and die like in your house and to pay bills and, I know some people like have car payments that are $600 to $800 a month, and it just blows my mind because they're stressed to the max to drive this vehicle. And I was shocked, like the SUV that I bought a few years ago, it depreciated like $11,000 in 3 years. And that's crazy. And I like have taken excellent care of it and stuff. But just for that reason alone, like I will probably never, never say never, but I will probably never buy a brand new car again. Just because I've like kind of studied and seen like how much they depreciate. Like anything with an engine, with a motor, is going to depreciate like crazy. So anyways, I know like what we're doing is not for everyone, but if you're following this page and you're watching this video, you obviously have some interest in getting debt free. And I will just tell you, like, what we've done has been a gradual progression. Like, if the me from 10 years ago could meet the me now, she would be like, who the heck are you? Like, you look like me, but you're not talking like me and you're not spending like me. So it has been like a gradual progression. I'll just say that. And then somebody asked me on a post, like, what kind of spreadsheet am I using? Honestly, I'm not using an Excel spreadsheet to track any of this. I have a good old notebook. I am like a paper planner notebook type of girl. I feel like anything on a computer could disappear. So if you like Microsoft Excel or whatever program works for you, I am literally tracking our debts in this notebook, and I keep it under my computer. And every 2 weeks or every week or whenever I'm making my payments, I write the payment, I write the date, and then I subtract it. Of course, if the credit card is charging me interest, or the loan or whatever is charging me interest, I just write down like an updated balance every month. And yeah, so that's kind of what I do. Like I'm not using a spreadsheet currently. I just like to look at this. I'm a very visual person. And I also have like a little notebook. I think I got this from Target a few years ago, but basically I just have like all of our bills written in it, like from every 2 weeks. Like our bills are kind of structured that way. And like I can go in here, this is kind of funny. I can go in here and look at 2011 and what I paid for life insurance or my car note. $414. I don't have a car note anymore. So I'm just kind of nerdy like that. Like I track everything, but I don't do it on a spreadsheet. I have this book, and then I have a notebook specifically with our debts. And just an update, like we're on baby step 2 of Dave Ramsey. That is where you pay off all of your consumer debt. And then baby step 3 will be our next step. That's where you save up 3 to 6 months of expenses. So I'm excited to get there. Hopefully by the end of this summer, we will be closer to baby step 3. So we'll see. But that's just my update from y'all. Mid-June. Next month, maybe I'll do another one. I like to post on the Instagram here. So if if you're watching this and you're watching it from my blog, definitely connect with me on Instagram, on my Debt Free Fit Mom page, because I like to track things on Instagram. I was going to tell y'all, so what was funny, last week, I believe it was, me, Kent, and Brinkley were in Target, and we were getting some Father's Day cards, and I was buying Brinkley like a little swimsuit, because quite a few of her swimsuits are hand-me-downs from my niece. And Brinkley, she's 4, but she's like a bigger kid, but she's not quite in a size 6, and those are like our little hand-me-downs. So I was buying her like a little swimsuit that wouldn't be saggy on her. And somebody walked up to us in Target, a nice guy, probably, in his 30s. And he was like, "Hey, I know y'all." And I thought he was going to say he knew us from fitness, but it was from this page. It was from our debt-free pages. So Kent has his debt-free fit dad page on Instagram, and I have this one. And I just thought that is so cool. Like people are really following this thing. So I was just excited, and he was just kind of sharing with us. He had his son with him, and he was just sharing with us kind of where they are in their journey, and that they would like to be farther along, but it's a struggle getting two people on board sometimes. But that was really, really cool. So he was a super nice guy. So it's really nice to hear from y'all. So if you will comment on my post and let me know, like, hey, I'm watching, I appreciate this. This has helped me in some way. This has motivated me to get back on track. Like, just let us know, where you're at in your journey, because we love to connect with other people who are doing this alongside us. Because trust me, I know it's weird. People are going to call you weird. People are going to not understand what you're doing. But just stay the course. Just stay the course, because it does say in the Bible that the borrower is a slave to the lender. And it is not in God's plan for us to live in debt and to owe people. And as far as I'm concerned, if you owe on it, it's not yours. It's not yours. So anyways, I will let y'all go. I hope you have a wonderful week, and let me know how you're doing on your goals. Have a good one. Bye.